On May 22, 2011, the city of Joplin, Missouri was enjoying a normal Sunday afternoon. Families were shopping, children were playing, restaurants were busy, everything seemed ordinary. But within a few hours, the city would experience one of the deadliest tornadoes in modern American history. A tornado so powerful that it would leave an entire community devastated. It began when warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico collided with cooler air moving across the central United States, and the atmosphere became extremely unstable. Meteorologists started tracking severe thunderstorms developing across the region. As one powerful supercell storm intensified, weather radar detected strong rotation. A tornado warning was quickly issued, but few people could imagine what was about to happen. At approximately 5:41 p.m., a tornado touched down near Joplin. Within minutes, it began growing rapidly. The tornado strengthened into an EF5, the highest rating on the enhanced Fujita scale. With winds exceeding 200 miles per hour, it became one of the most violent tornadoes ever recorded. As the tornado entered the city, entire neighborhoods were directly in its path. Homes were ripped apart, businesses were destroyed, vehicles were thrown through the air like toys. Trees were stripped of their branches and bark, power lines collapsed across streets. The tornado carved a path nearly 1 mile wide through the heart of Joplin. For many residents, there was little time to react. The storm moved quickly, and the destruction happened in seconds. People sheltered in basements, others hid in closets and bathrooms. Many survived only because they reached shelter moments before impact. As the tornado continued through the city, major buildings suffered catastrophic damage. Schools were destroyed, churches were heavily damaged. One hospital suffered severe structural damage after being struck by the tornado. Patients and staff suddenly found themselves in the middle of a disaster zone. Emergency crews rushed into the city as soon as conditions became safe. What they found was heartbreaking. Entire blocks had been reduced to rubble. Roads were covered with debris, cars were overturned, homes had completely disappeared. The scale of destruction was unlike anything many rescuers had ever seen. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button because one of the most unbelievable facts about this tornado is still ahead. In the days that followed, search and rescue teams worked around the clock. Volunteers arrived from across the country. Communities came together to help those who had lost everything. When the final numbers were released, the tragedy became clear. The Joplin tornado claimed 158 lives. More than 1,000 people were injured. Thousands of homes and buildings were damaged or destroyed. It became the deadliest tornado in the United States since 1947. But the story of Joplin is not only about destruction, it's also a story of resilience. Residents worked tirelessly to rebuild their city. Businesses reopened, schools were rebuilt, families supported one another through difficult times. Today, Joplin stands as a reminder of both the incredible power of nature and the strength of a community determined to recover. Meteorologists continue studying the storm to better understand how violent tornadoes develop. The lessons learned from Joplin have helped improve warning systems and emergency preparedness across the country. Yet the tornado remains a powerful reminder that severe weather can change lives in an instant. One moment, everything can seem normal, and the next, an entire city can be forever changed. More than a decade later, the Joplin tornado remains one of the most significant weather disasters in modern American history, not only because of its incredible power, but because of the courage shown by those who survived it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, and nature's most extreme disasters.